Okay, guys, so I'm in my mom's sewing room right now, and I just finished all the fingers and cutting them out. So there's the fingers right there, separate, that way we don't get them mixed up. Over there's the pinky, I think. This is the ring finger, middle finger, hot glue, thumb, and I'm guessing this is the pointer. Yeah, this pointer. Okay, so now I gotta do this, but now I gotta watch. Now I'm making like the elastics for it. Once I finish all 5 elastics, I'm gonna go ahead and watch this good video showing me how to do it, basically. One, two, three. Ooh, I need 2 more. But I'm gonna make it. I'm not 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 gonna make it. I am not gonna make it. Did I make it? So close. hold on. Let me see, because this is the sewing room. Elastic drawer here. Aha! Surprisingly, the same type of elastic, but a little bit bigger, so let me just cut it down. Push it around, more, shorter, more, right there. Okay, so now that we finished all the elastics, let's go ahead and watch this video. So we'll go here to YouTube. By the way, I had this meal for today. I had McDonald's. And then my parents had shrimp. I don't get how people like shrimp. Especially a shrimp cocktail. Well, a shrimp cocktail is like different, but still. Zen relax music. Okay, scene. See, this is from, this print is from a different YouTuber, but Scenes Crafts use the same template and uses the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Ooh, whoa. Okay. Oh, community. I gotta sneeze. Okay. We're good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead.
This Iron Man missile launcher that actually works.
I'm not gonna make the working one. I'm just gonna make the core. Maybe I should make the arm. What if I do the whole chest part?
And this is my Iron Man Mark III arm. It's got a syringe attached to it, which allows you to control the movement, and it's got articulating fingers. So, what do you think? Pretty cool, right? I made this Iron Man missile launcher mostly out of cardboard, foam, and popsicle sticks. And as usual, I'll walk you through the entire process and show you how I made this whole thing from scratch by hand. Before we get into that though, I just want to mention real quick that if you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? There's tons of cool crafts on this channel that I know you'll love, so you definitely don't want to miss out on those. So make sure you turn on alerts for my channel, and that way you'll be notified every time I post a new video. So to get started, I found a free Iron Man hand template on plates were up, so
yeah, we already.
This template piece of wood helped make a more permanent stick. Using a ballpoint
I missed one.
Before you
I knew I missed one, but I didn't think that was gonna.
Game. In fact, it's skill, but this 5 other in the description.
I couldn't care less.
Alright, so here I have the piece labeled as Thumb 1, and there's quite a few pieces in this template, but not to worry, I will break it all down for you, starting with the finger, the best, and that cement by and become one spot too long because it's really easy to burn the foam by accident. So now that you've seen the process of how to put together Thumb 1 and Thumb 2, the process is the...
Okay, so... looks like this part goes on the inside. I just need to know if this part goes on the inside, which it does. So now we can go ahead and start using the hot glue gun. Set you up a little higher here. Oh, can I though? Can I though? It's a touch screen, by the way. Yes, I can. Okay, so here are the thumb pieces, or the tips. The tips. I'm gonna go ahead and use, I guess, number one. This, I was gonna label them, but I feel like there's no point of them labeling, so I was like, nah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I should probably make this a little smaller. That's gonna waste time. There's no point. Okay, so is it hard to? Not really. Okay, so if my finger were to go here, that means I gotta hot glue it right here. Okay. Hot glue. I hate these glue like webs. Do y'all? Ah, no, don't do that. Okay, I had a Big Mac and some fries. It was good. And then my mom had a little snack, which was a little large fry. But anyways, okay, so there's that. See, articulation is beautiful. I'm going crazy. Web glue webs. Okay. You think I'm overreacting? No, I'm not. Okay, so here's the okay. Pointer finger goes right here. That piece. I gotta move this piece a little bit more. Over. That part there. So then that means this piece will slide right in here. The big piece. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, because we're gonna put this through here, so we're gonna go ahead and put it through there. And then we'll just hot glue it right there. Yeah. Which is gonna be hard. Not the hot gluing part, but the fact that I have to like, just like in the middle. Whatever. Hot glue on one side. Ah, don't burn myself. On the other side. Now I forgot which side I was putting that on. Oh, this side. Now I have to literally do it this way. It's gonna take so long. It's already okay. Is it still good? If you hear in the background noise, that's just my parents trying to. Perks of living with Emma. Okay. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. Can I just get this glue? Why do people talk to dogs? Like, they're gonna understand what they are. They're gonna listen to you. Like, don't touch that, okay? You're gonna touch it anyways. Anyways. Ah, got glue on me. Oh, there's glue on over the strip. Okay, that's just great. Okay, so let's test the finger articulation. It's beautiful. But at the same time, it's not. People, I just want to say this right now, and right now only. When working with hot glue guns, be careful. Please. Clearly, that's not what I did. Okay. Yeah. Are you gonna goop? Don't goop. Please don't goop. Do you goop? You gooped. I told you not to goop. It gooped. It's Goofy Goober, yeah. I'm a Goofy Goober. It's a Goofy Goober, yeah. Okay, so the articulation is straight up doo-doo caca. This is the one thing I hate when working with this type of stuff. See, it's it's not that good. No wonder it's like more bigger than the part. It's because it has to be. This part has to be more smaller for the articulation to start welding in. Okay. I don't know why I said talk about welding in. It's not coming off. It's not coming off. Oh, that's not a good thing. When it's tight, it's not a good thing. This is what it is. I don't want to eat my mac and cheese, Mommy. Who wouldn't want to eat mac and cheese? Mac and cheese is pretty good. What is this lump right here that is just creeping up on here? Like, y'all can't feel it, but I don't think y'all can even see it. But there's a lump. Yeah. The lump is just gonna have to be there. Finger. Okay. Now time for the other part. Surprisingly, I thought that the bigger loop would be like that, but because look at that. Look at that. But no, it's like, oh. Sadly, no. I can still do a fist, but it's tighter. Okay. So, I learned from my mistakes. This time I'm going to do it this way. Perks was living with Emma. Okay. So now, I'm a Goofy Goober, yeah. You're a Goofy Goober, yeah. We're all Goofy Goobers, yeah. You're a Goofy Goober, yeah. I'ma leave a little room for ya. That way it could extend the extensions. 'Cause I'm a Goofy Goober, yeah. 'Cause we're all Goofy Goober, yeah. 'Cause we're all Goofy Goobers. How are you doing? Who's texting me? Let's figure it out. Let's go. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Let's go. Boom, boom, bang, bang, brrr, pow. I don't know what that was. A finger. I finished a finger, and it's not too shabby. Was it painfully hard? Kind of. Do I have to do 3, 6, 9, 12 more? fingers. I'm just kidding. More of the things. Yes, but if you think about the bright side, I just need to do 4 more fingers. So, Pain is a wealthy man. Well, what am I gonna watch now? Because I'm kind of bored. Yeah. Kind of creeped me out. Yeah. I want to watch something. You already know what it is. You already know what I'm pulling out. You already know what it is. She's getting a lot more interesting now for me. You already did this. It's S finger. She's 4.
So I've got my essay written, and I've been working on it for about a week. So now I'm going to show you how I use Grammarly.
Hello friends, it's
Shout out to
me.
her.
Today we're watching a video from My Story Animated.
Hi, I'm Katie from New York.
Hello Katie from New York.
My aunt said my parents had an accident when I was a baby, and since then, I've lived with her and my cousin Lucy. But you'd never guess another kid lived in this house. All the wall
Articulation
frames had
is
pictures of just
incredible.
Aunt and Lucy. Lucy had the biggest
Okay, that's
room
enough
bursting with
imagining
toys
the
and books.
articulation.
Lucy had so many clothes, she had another room as a closet.
What's the point of a child having that many things? A whole entire room
Who
for a
knows?
closet? Next year you're just gonna grow out of all those clothes, send them to the
imagine that?
Goodwill, and buy an entire new closet of clothes? My child's gonna
guess
have
so.
2 outfits on rotation.
And me,
Really?
I lived in the attic with her
I did a middle
hand-me-downs.
finger.
Katie, are you adopted or something? Clearly we know who's the favorite.
All I ever really wanted was for Aunt to love me like she loved Lucy, so I did whatever Aunt
Ah,
asked me. I
okay.
served her breakfast in bed, polished her shoes, painted her nails.
That is not a child. That is a servant. Let me guess. The cake was dry. The shoe polish ate away at the leather and ruined her shoes.
Once when I was 10, a new neighbor came to visit Aunt, and she looked awestruck when she saw me. What a beautiful child! Had gorgeous red hair and those adorable dimples. Adorable. Not just dents in her face. Stop smiling, Katie. You look like a moron.
What is her problem?
Moral.
I went to the kitchen,
I'm
spat
very
on Aunt's tea, and
fancy.
gave her the cup with a very serious face.
Oh,
As you should, because if somebody's gonna be
As
treating
you
you like that, go ahead.
should.
Spit in their tea.
But soon after I turned 13, Aunt was going through the mail when suddenly she spat out her cereal. I saw the letter she was reading had my name on it, but Aunt had already jumped off her chair and she threw the letter in the fireplace.
What do you mean? Why'd you do that? I would have snatched her weave right then and there. Throw her in the fire. That could have been a check for Katie.
You didn't see anything. As she stormed off, I couldn't help thinking, who would write to me? A few days later, the doorbell rang and a postman was standing outside. Express delivery for Miss Katie? Suddenly, a flying figure pushed me aside and attacked
Yeah.
the postman.
She's going to jail. It is a crime
Do you see
to attack
that?
a postman. I was just sitting on him.
I tried snatching the letter from her, but she was off with it like a bullet. I was dying to find out, but the letter stopped coming. But one evening, when the bell rang, Aunt ran to open the door, and standing outside were 2 bodyguards with a wealthy-looking man. Can you explain what happened to the letters and plane tickets I sent for my daughter? Wait, what? Just then, the man spotted me, and his eyes welled up. Oh my God, you must be Katie. You look exactly like your mother.
Hey, so how did she end up here? With the aunts that didn't want to take care of her. Oh, of course. She comes from a rich family. Rich dad is here to collect his child. And in
Typical.
real life, it usually goes the opposite. Daddy went to go get the milk. Will not get back until the child is suddenly famous or rich.
Dad? You're my dad? Why didn't you come for me before? He tearfully explained that he and Mom had gotten divorced before I was born, and she told him never to get in touch. He found out just recently that Mom had an accident so long ago, and he tracked me down. You made me think he wasn't even alive. And why were you keeping the letters from me? Because you don't deserve to go live like a princess.
That child has done nothing to you but bring you cake and polish your shoes, you ungrateful old lady. If I can't be rich, you can't be rich.
You should be my maid after everything I've done for you.
Bro, she tried to be your maid, and you were still ungrateful, stupid.
You've used me all these years. Used you? I did everything you ever asked, just so you'd love me. Did you ever love me at all? No. How could I? Dad told me to pack my things immediately, but before going, I made sure to rub Aunt's toothbrush inside the toilet.
As you should. Goodbye, poor people. Off to my new life with my rich dad. Enjoy your piss-stained toothbrush. Mwah.
We flew over to New York, and I was shocked at the size of Dad's mansion.
Dang, he got a mansion like that in New New York? That's at least $20 million. He rich.
As Dad was showing me around the house, I suddenly saw a tall woman staring at me coldly from a distance. Dad was married, so that must be my stepmom? Mary, there you are. Come meet Katie. But Mary just turned away and slammed the door behind her. Later that night, I walked past their bedroom to hear Dad and Mary talking in loud voices. It's her first day here, Mary. Think how unwelcome she must have felt. What about me? You just expect you'll bring a child home and I'll start loving her like she's my own?
I mean, she does have a point. It's not even her child. But also, you're dating a millionaire. Can't you just be like, here, shut up, Lucy, and love my child. Like she's your own. You'd be like that sometimes.
Great. Another mom figure who already hated me.
Oh,
When I went
no.
down for breakfast the next morning, Dad greeted me with a smile, and so did Mary. Sorry, Katie. I wasn't feeling too well yesterday. I hope you slept well.
You already know he slid her some money under the table. Be nice to her. Let mommy do it for the check.
When I asked Dad for the orange juice, Mary quickly got up to pour it for me, and she dropped the whole jug in my lap. Oh my God, what are you doing? I'm so sorry. It just slipped from my hands.
I'm nervous. Must be the meds. Oops.
Her whole innocent act was fake, and she proved me right soon enough. A few days later, I was walking over to the sofa in the living room when suddenly I tripped over something. I went flying straight into this weird statue, and I stared at the wreck in horror.
Y'all live in a mansion. Why are you gonna walk directly in front of her? Growing up with brothers, I learned this the hard way. Never walk directly in front of somebody sitting. All they gotta do, put out an ankle, and you got a face full of carpet.
Oh my God! How could you be so clumsy? Do you know what that's worth? Just then, Dad burst into the room, and behind him were some guests.
What are you doing, stepmom?
Oh, honey, Katie broke the statue by accident, but thankfully she's not hurt. You were just shouting at me, but the minute Dad came in, you became an angel. I was just shocked. I didn't mean
This
to
is wonderful.
shout.
Okay.
Stop acting, Mary. You just want me to look bad in front of Dad.
Oh my
Dang, man, you should go
God.
try out for a movie.
Where's
And then
this?
a
Where's it?
stepmom was an
Where's it? Where
actress.
is it?
I think you tripped me up with your leg. What? You little brat, how dare you? You must have tripped on the carpet. That's enough. In case you both forget, we have guests. Kitty, please go to your room. I walked off angrily and slammed my door shut. Dad got me enrolled in school soon, and I felt nervous walking into the huge building. A few kids were looking at me, and I smiled, and suddenly a bunch of boys were surrounding me. Oh my God. Can you do that again? Do what?
Smile. That's so
Please
cringy.
smile again.
Said no one ever. First day of school, and she got a whole army of simps. Please smile for us again and
Simps.
bless us with the curve of your mouth.
What was wrong with my smile? Those dimples are so freaking cute. Wow, these dents in my face. Boys like these? Just then, a girl pushed through the crowd. Get away from her, you morons. You're scaring her. Hi, I'm Veronica, and I don't have a redhead in my group. You look nice and rich, so we're friends now, okay?
Is this pretty privilege? Like, people walk up to you and suddenly you're friends? No personality development necessary. You look pretty and rich. You're my friend. We're getting soft tacos.
I was part of her popular girls gang now. I love my new school, but it started bothering me really soon that Veronica could be rather mean to other kids. I tried to tell her a few times, but she always says she was only joking.
It's just a prank, bro.
I saw her and her friends making fun of a kid on crutches.
Hey, that is a one-way ticket to get canceled.
Why are you
Please,
bothering
please,
him?
please.
Oh, come on. We're just joking around, but it's not funny. You're just being a jerk bully. No one talked to me
That
like
worked
that, tomato
way
girl.
better than the.
Whoa, tomato girl.
Tomato
Oh,
figure.
how the tables
Hold
have
on.
turned. The queen stands up for her simps.
I pushed her back and she went crashing straight into the chemistry teacher walking by. He dropped all the bottles he was holding, and the vile
Yes.
smell of chemicals had everyone gagging and
Aw.
running out of there.
I know we're gonna talk about the chemistry teacher just packed out on the floor. My dude just got folded, like.
And Veronica and I got suspended for a week. Dad would be so disappointed. When I went down that evening to tell him, he wasn't in his study, but I found freaking Veronica poking her nose through his things. She just picked up a pen and put it in her pocket.
Wait a second, I knew Veronica looked familiar. A little too familiar. Veronica!
What are you doing in my house? Your house? You live here? Since when? You're interrogating me, you thief? Leapt at her, trying to reach her pocket as she fought back and screamed.
Hey, we're going for round 2. We're already suspended. Trying to go for a fatality.
Suddenly, we were pulled apart by Mary and another woman. This witch attacked me. She's the one who got me suspended too, Mom. Katie, Veronica is my guest. Her mom and I are friends. What's going on here?
I thought it was a stepmom's daughter, but it's not. It's a stepmom's friend's daughter. Yes.
Of course, Mary was friends with awful people like herself. A few days later, Dad was away on a business trip, and someone quietly opened my door at midnight. To my surprise, it was Mary with a hand behind her back.
Wow, you know, this is why you sleep with your door unlocked. Especially when you live with people you don't like.
What do you want? Your dad told me it's your birthday, and I just came to say, well, happy birthday. She stepped forward with the cake. Katie, I think we got off on the wrong foot, and I'd really like to start over. Yeah, I think I'd like that, Mary.
I know, you can't trust her. Y'all saw her acting ability from before. Don't eat the cake, or you're stupid.
We started hanging out more, and I found myself actually liking her. She had the best taste in clothes, and shopping with her was so much fun.
So you ate the cake and you're fine? She didn't poison it. She didn't stuff it with laxatives? Something's still suspicious.
There was a dance in school, and I'd been asked out by this new boy who had all the girls drooling. We were slow dancing to a song when suddenly
Yeah, that
someone
works.
pulled the back of my dress really hard, and I heard the fabric rip. Oh my God! I turned around in horror to see Veronica grinning and holding part of my dress, but everyone was staring at my back, at a long, ugly scar.
What a freak! Who's just gonna take a bite out of your dress? Also, how it ripped so easily? Why are you wearing a tissue paper dress?
I'd had it since I was 7, when I fell down the stair once.
That scar was not from falling down the stairs. That's what they all say.
Look at that disgusting thing on her back. It's like she's freaking Frankenstein. Suddenly, I leapt forward and slapped her hard.
Whoa! I was about to say, Frankenstein go hard.
Monster here, Veronica, is you. I ran out in angry tears and got
Okay,
into my
so
car.
now
I didn't care if anyone knew about
I'm
my
gonna do
stupid
the sum,
scar.
because
The
the
only
sum
person who
is
could have told
easy.
Veronica about it was Mary. She'd seen it when she was helping me try on a dress one day. I burst into the living room and started screaming. How could you be such a witch, Mary? You almost made me believe you cared about me. What are you talking about? What happened to your dress? Veronica ripped my dress because you told her about this scar. Even Dad doesn't know. I only told you.
Why would you trust her? Trust no hoes.
And you thought it could be something you'd tell Veronica to use against me? You're the most horrible person I know. You're even worse than my aunt. As I cried furiously in my room, Dad came in and hugged me. Sweetheart, there must be some mistake. Mary wouldn't do this. She would. She did.
Dad, what do you know? Also, no shame in a scar. Scars are pretty cool. Look like you've been in a battle and you've won.
Veronica thought I was gonna be embarrassed and hide. She was so wrong. I went back to school the next day, expecting weird looks and comments. The principal walked in during the first lesson and said, "The entire class came to me this morning to complain of an incident at the dance yesterday, and there is no way that I will tolerate this kind of behavior in my school. Veronica, you're expelled."
Ooh, you know, this wasn't even done privately in the principal's office, just in the middle of the class. Veronica, pack your stuff, get out of here.
Veronica stared at her in horror. The whole class erupted into cheers and applause.
Everyone's like, bye-bye.
And when I got home that afternoon, I heard screams from the living room. It was Veronica's mom. No one had been spying on Katie. Your stupid maid saw her scar one day and told us. And so what? My daughter played a harmless little prank and now she deserves to be expelled?
I don't think that was harmless.
Her entire future destroyed?
Poor thing. She destroyed her own future.
Because of that stupid, disfigured, red-haired witch? Don't you dare talk like that about my daughter.
I hope you're recording these two Karens go at it. Her mom about to get expelled too.
You are not welcome here, ever. As the butlers let her out, and she went screaming.
Pull her out by her
Mary
ankles.
suddenly saw me, and I started to cry.
Get her out of here.
I'm so sorry, Mary, for thinking it was you. I've had a hard time believing you could really care for me. I heard you the first day. You said you couldn't love me like your own. And I guess I've been scared to love you, in case you didn't love me back. Oh, darling. I said that, yes, because I couldn't love you right away. It was also new for me, too.
Understandable.
I've never been anyone's mom, but I've tried so hard to get to know you and love you, and I really do now, Katie. I love you. You're my daughter as much as your dad's now.
I don't trust
I
you.
love you too, Mom.
For real? Happy ending? Seemed too good to be true, but alright. Stepmom love acquired. Definitely not because the dad's rich or anything. But anyways, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button in the face. And make sure you turn on notifications. Click, and subscribe to the Wolfpack. Ow! I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Did you know you've been missing out on saving money with Honey? Don't worry. I'm here to help you add Honey to your browser in just
Okay, so I got the sum.
Hello friends, it's
Done.
me. Today we're checking out some very cool things that I learned on TikTok. How to get the perfect cookie. I thought they were gonna use the cup like a cookie cutter, but no, they just put it over it while the cookie is fresh out the oven, still warm. And then you shake it up. That is the most perfectly round cookie. I cannot believe that worked. But I guess while it's still hot and steamy, like you just mix it up and get the perfect shape. I'm trying this.
You're in for a treat today.
So, okay, so let's taste them out. So here is...
MRI at 27 weeks gestation. What this MRI shows, which
What's
I
wrong with
haven't
it?
shown you before, but is a good reminder about something.
What's wrong with the baby?
Is that babies swallow amniotic fluid. If you look carefully, you'll see the baby open their mouth many times.
I
And what they're
don't
doing
like
is
that.
swallowing that amniotic fluid. The amniotic fluid goes into their stomach, is digested, goes through their kidneys, and is peed out and becomes amniotic fluid again.
Bro, nothing about this was a treat. I got to see a kid howl like Godzilla.
It's now.
Like, this is terrifying. It's like a little Titan fetus waiting to be born, casually drinking mom's juice. You mean the umbilical cord isn't a straw? This is what a nightmare feels like. How can you possibly make a video of what a nightmare feels like? Oh, whoa. We were not this high up a second ago. Back up, oh no.
Little finger,
So that
middle
looks like a
finger.
backyard, right? I
Like
thought
that.
we just fell down one flight of
That's
stairs. No.
productive.
No, it's too high. Okay, in my nightmare, I would have been the ladder, and then I start falling, and I just wake up. Oh, those are the worst. When you're asleep and you feel like you're falling, oh, very bad feeling. This is the best travel hack I've ever seen. I had no idea that pillows fly for free. So you have your
Ring
carry-on,
finger
your
down.
other bag, and then you can
But
bring
first-
a pillow with you, and that doesn't count. But the pillow is actually stuffed with extra clothes. Whoever figured this out, genius. Oh, until they decide to search your pillow. Ma'am, are you gonna put those clothes in your carry-on? I would just hate to get caught. I don't know why I never realized.
Okay,
bring a
so
pillow to the
number
airport.
one,
So much
right?
comfier. We're always watching. Hold on a second. That is the Target checkout. You mean there is a little gap where the employees can just sit and watch everybody without us knowing? Because I've
Next time
never
I'm gonna say
noticed
hi,
this.
see if
And
they
now
say
that
hi
I know
back.
your hiding spot, next time I go to Target, I'll be looking. Might even throw something up there. Pay back for the time I turned around and pulled out my wedgie. They were watching. Cannot believe this. I used to think oil rigs are like small ocean buildings, like this, right? No, what they actually are. What's underneath that tiny little building? Oh, wow! They take this ginormous thing, put it on a boat. Wow! They are. What oil rigs are like small ocean buildings, like this, right? No, what they actually are. What's underneath that tiny little building? Oh, wow! They take this ginormous thing, put it on a boat. I am speechless. It is higher than the Empire State Building and the Eiffel Tower. No way. Some things are just simply too big. This will never not be entertaining to me. There is a printing boob that prints itself on the paint and then onto the plate to create the design. In this case, it's strawberries. What is this thing made of? Is this how they do everything? Like, I thought they hand drew the lines on my fine china from Walmart. No, it was this. The ball movie strikes again. It's just so satisfying, like how it goes in and then now do it on my head. Oh, another one inside a baking dish this time. Oh, that was perfect. Good job. You're doing great. Hey, this one ain't shaped like a boob. This one look like a leak in your ceiling. Also, does this factory only have one of them, or y'all got like 20 of these things just plopping up and down in the paint from paint to plate? One of the mysteries of the world. This is how they make cold pressed juice. They take whatever juice you want to juice, and normally you have to like plug in a machine, put the juice in, and it like grinds it, separating the pulp from the juice. But this is exactly what the name implies. Cold pressed juice. You're using your cold machine. There's no heat, no electricity, and you're just pressing it until the juice comes out. And then you have a pineapple pancake. Eat it. And there you go. Cold pressed pineapple juice. So you're basically drinking the pineapple Sears. When you come home to a flooded basement and your wife tells you to use Orbeez, so you use all of them, you're probably thinking, wait, his basement is flooded. What's the point of using Orbeez? It's because they start out as beads and they absorb all the water, and that's how they get so big. I never have thought to use Orbeez for a flood. Yes, they would soak up all the water, but then you gotta clean up the Orbeez, or you got a whole playpen full of them. So when the Orbeez have absorbed most of the water, hey, they got a lot more absorbing to do. You just scoop them up with a dustpan, throw them away, floor dry. Those are some thirsty balls. This is a really smart airport hack.
Hi, it looks like you bumped me from this flight I was supposed to be on. Yeah, we overbooked it. Basically, we sold more tickets than seats on the plane, and to our surprise, everyone showed up. What can be done? We'll try to get you on the next flight in a few hours, but there's nothing else I can do. Sorry. She has no idea I follow Erica. Watch this.
She doesn't know I know this hack! Watch this!
Actually, I've read the terms. This is called involuntary denied boarding, and in this case, I'm eligible for compensation. Okay, how much money do you want? Well, it depends. When's the next flight you can get me on? It leaves in 3 hours. According to the Department of Transportation, since the next flight you can get me on results in over a 2-hour delay, I'm entitled to 4 times the cost of my one-way fare. I paid $250 for the one-way fare, so that'll be $1,000. Ugh, fine. We'll get you your $1,000, and I'll book you on the next flight.
You can get 4 times the amount you paid for your ticket if they overbook for your flight. I had no idea. Now that's on being a smart Karen that actually reads the fine print. Because me, they gave me half of what I paid and spit in my face. They didn't actually, but might as well have. Because the level of disrespect through the roof. Thanks, Erica. All y'all who need a little extra help in math, this percent trick will change your life.
Here it's asking for 7% of 106.
Okay.
All we should do is
Very
get our two
difficult to
numbers,
calculate.
so 7 and 106, and multiply them. So we have 7 times 106, that's 742. And then grab the decimal at the end of that, move it 2 places over to get your answer.
So you just multiply them and then move the decimal place. Why don't they teach us shortcuts like this in school? Don't make me sin cosine find x. Make me figure out how many melons fit in the backseat of Lucy's Range Rover. This is what we should be learning.
I write a lot of essays for school, but I also write sales descriptions for my Etsy shop.
I use Grammarly on my work emails.
Okay,
and also on my cooking blog.
my phone's about to die, so once I finish all the fingers,
I connect with candidates on LinkedIn.
I'll get back to,
My resume and cover letter.
filming.
Before